side. Welcome to chemistry class once again. Today I am going to start the new topic of this chapter, and that is discharge tube. In this topic we are going to learn about the discovery of the cathode rays. Okay, so this one is the diagrammatic representation of a cathode ray discharge tube. Okay, I have made the diagram of this discharge tube in which the cathode rays were produced. Okay, now how cathode rays emerged, okay, how it was discovered. So let us see in this setup. Okay, first let us know what I have made here. Okay, so what is there is that this is a discharge tube consists of a long glass tube. This is made up of glass. Okay, this is a long glass tube and it is closed from both the end. From both the end it is closed. It has two plates. You can see here plate A, plate B. Okay, plate A is connected to a high voltage terminal. Okay, and it is connected to the which terminal? Negative terminal. Okay, and it acts as cathode. Plate A is connected to a high voltage, okay, and to the negative terminal. You can see here generator is there, okay, and what it acts as? It acts as cathode, okay, negative terminal, and it acts as cathode. Plate B is also connected to the high voltage, okay, and is connected to which terminal? To positive terminal, okay, and this plate acts as anode. Okay, and you can see here vacuum pump is there. Now why there vacuum pump is there? In order to create the vacuum in this tube, in order to create the low pressure of gas in this tube. Okay, very low pressure. Okay, so now let us see what happens when the high voltage was supplied. Okay, so when this high voltage was applied across the plate, okay, and the pressure was at very low. Pressure very low. See, voltage was applied of how much? 10,000 volt. Okay, this is very high voltage. Okay, and pressure was very low. Okay, of 1 by 10,000 of atmosphere. Okay, or you can say in decimal 0.001 mm of Hg. Okay, so this is the pressure that is very low, and this is a high voltage supply. So when this high voltage was supplied, so what happened was that greenish yellow gas glowed. Okay, behind this plate B, greenish yellow gas glowed. So how did this gas glowed? Okay, how? Just the current was supplied, high voltage was supplied, and greenish yellow gas was glowing. So how did it glow? It is not in touch with anything. So how did it glow? Okay, it glowed. Why? Because of something is there in this glass tube. That is why it glowed. No, something invisible thing is there because of which this behind this plate greenish yellow gas glowed. Now why it was that, and what was the invisible thing was that when the high voltage was supplied and the pressure was at very low, the air pressure at very low. Okay, so what was emerging was that the rays. Okay, the rays emerge from this cathode. This one is plate A is cathode. It acts as cathode. So the rays emerge from this cathode. Okay, and they were known as cathode rays. Okay, so cathode rays emerge from this cathode and they were known as cathode rays. So cathode rays emerge from this. Okay, they are negative. Okay, so this is cathode rays. It emerged from the cathode, and because of these rays, okay, behind this plate greenish yellow gas glowed. Because of this rays. Okay, when the voltage was high, the pressure was low, the rays emerged from this cathode and they were known as cathode rays, and that is why the greenish yellow gas was produced. So in this way the cathode rays were discovered, that with the help of this discharge tube. This is a setup of discharge tube, okay, and cathode rays was produced. So like many study was done, okay, in 19th century, many scientists want to know what is the nature of this cathode ray. Like everyone has their own nature, no? Same way, what is the nature of this cathode ray? What is the nature of this cathode ray? So there are two nature of this cathode ray. Okay, so let us see what is the true nature of this cathode ray. Okay, now let us see the two observation of the experiment, or you can say the two nature of the cathode rays is that when any object was kept in the path, in the middle of the path of this cathode rays, where the cathode rays were traveling, okay, one object was kept, okay, metal cross was kept in what? In middle of this cathode rays, in the path of this cathode rays, and what this cathode rays did was that they cast the shadow of the metal cross. They cast the shadow of this metal cross. So by this what they observed was that why it cast the shadow, okay, was that means cathode rays travels in a straight line. It casts the shadow of this metal cross means that cathode rays travel in a straight line. If cathode rays would not be traveling in a straight line, they could have moved here and there and they could have traveled. But this, as they have cast the shadow, so this shows that cathode rays travels in a straight line. Cathode rays travels in a straight line. That is why they have cast the shadow. So what is the nature is that cathode rays travels in a straight line. Now let us see what is the second nature. Okay, what is the second nature or second observation of this cathode ray was that you can see here cathode is there, anode is there. Okay, cathode is connected to the negative terminal, anode is connected to the positive terminal. So in this case, what was seen was that here light pedal wheel was kept in the middle, where the cathode rays were traveling. Okay, so a light pedal wheel was kept in middle of this path. So when the cathode rays traveled, okay, what happened? This pedal wheels start to rotate. They started to rotate. Rays was traveling. Okay, as this rays was traveling, so what happened? You know that by this experiment we can say that cathode rays are traveling in a straight line. So when they are traveling in a straight line and when the pedal wheel was kept in the middle of this path, so what happened? This pedal will start to rotate. So why rays started to rotate? What was there in the cathode rays that made this pedal wheel to rotate? Because of the particles, the fast moving particles present in this cathode ray. So this experiment shows that cathode rays consist of a high speed particles, where their particles were present in this cathode rays that made the pedal wheels to rotate. If this pedal wheel would have not rotated, that means this rays does not contain the particles, but this pedal wheel rotated. Okay, so this shows that cathode rays consist of particles, high speed particles that made this lightweight pedal wheel to rotate. Okay, so this is the experiment to show that cathode rays rotate a pedal wheel. Okay, and this was that cathode rays cast a shadow. So now I think you have understood the two nature of this cathode ray. That was, number one was cathode rays travel in a straight line, and number two was cathode rays consist of what? Of fast moving particles. Okay, because of which this pedal wheels rotate. So for today, up to this much about this discharge tube, about this cathode rays, we have learned today the discovery of this cathode ray. Okay, so in my next class, I will teach you about the discovery of this electrons, protons, neutrons, nucleus and all. Okay, so I hope you have understood and you liked it. If you have any doubt, you have my number. You can message me directly to clear your doubts. Okay, so for today, up to this much. Thank you.